Dysfunctional Vet with a review of an RC lawnmower, and I will put the company that I bought from in the description. When I got this thing, I drove it approximately 100 feet out and back, and it failed. The only thing that it would do is this. That's it. They sent me a new handheld controller and a new RC module. That proved to be a headache, getting it working. The first problem was it was the Chinese New Year, which meant that I had to wait about 2 weeks maybe before they shipped it, and then it took about 2 or 3 weeks to get here once it was shipped out of the company, because it sat in somewhere forever before it caught a flight. And it landed, if I remember correctly, it landed in all places in Anchorage. Didn't know that was a port of entry. And from there it went to SeaTac, and from SeaTac it went to Missouri, and from Missouri it went somewhere else. But I digress. So I got the module, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. I put it in and nothing was working at all. So we went round and round, and it's been probably 30 or 35 days. But now it moves forward, it moves backwards, it turns as you saw. The lights work. The up and down for the mower deck works. The blade descends and comes up. And the engine will try to start. So it is now working. Let's look at the inside of this thing. This is where it gets interesting. I don't have any sticky to stick the module down, but this is the RC module that was sent. The other one was over here. It's been pulled up. You can see where the sticky stuff was. It held it down. I don't have a good way to secure this yet. However, these 3 wires, you see the red over here? If you end up with one of these modules and you have to rewire it, the sequence on pin 1, and make sure that you're all the way forward, you're not back, because it's easy to get off. You got black, red, white. White being right up here against the P1. It has to be in that sequence. Then you have P2, and I'm going to show you where that wire is on the module that's back on this module here. And then you have light and all that kind of good stuff. The controls do not match the wiring sequence on this, so you're going to have to disregard that. When I got this new module, it still continued to turn left and right. And right down here where my finger is, there is some super micro switches, and I had to reach in there with a fine tip pen, mechanical pencil actually, and flip switch 8 over, and then it would go forward and backwards like it was supposed to. Let me show you the wiring diagram for how this thing wires up. Now right back in here, see the little red light? Right back in here are 8 wires. There's some wires to the side, and they go over here, but we want to concentrate on the left hand side on these 8 wires there. So let me show you how those things match up to this box. If your box turns out to be like mine, P1, this is your pin 1, you get the 3 wires, 1, 1, 1, and I'm going to show you that in just a second, which is the white, red, black. Closest to the module, white, and so forth. The pin sequence that you saw, those 8 wires, are numbered 3, 1, 1, 1, 6, 2, 5, 4. This is the most important thing you need to be aware of. P1 and P2 will get 111 and wire from pin 2, which is this one right here, second from the extreme left hand side. After that, light gets wire 4, which is on the right hand side closest in to the module. T1 gets pin 6, which is the extreme left hand side closest to the module. T2 gets wire 3, which is outboard right beside the 3 colored wires, the white, red, black, and it goes to T2. The engine, which is, this is how the module is labeled. Engine gets pin 5, and again, if it's turning in circles, you might need to hit that micro switch 8, but do this under the direction of the people that built the machine. Amazon has a way to contact them, and these people have been absolutely more than generous to assist me and to help me to get this thing up and running. So I'm going to find a way to secure that module in there so it doesn't bounce around. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put gasoline in it, and I'm going to test out the mower if I can before it rains. I've only got a short time before that happens. I can't say enough good about the customer service of this company. On a scale of 1 to 10, these guys are a stellar 10. So I'll let you know how it works when I try it out mowing. Dysfunctional Vet, out.